Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okun. We are live coming from London in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much, everybody who have been supporting this channel. And happy that you always have come along to support this process. Stay tuned, continue watching. Thank you so much. We are live here from London in the United Kingdom, and we are back. Thank you so much. We will today been talking most of the things we have been talking about in the sense that um, um, we have been having a few people coming and we also been having a few people watching our channel, and we are so happy that a few people have been coming. We have been happier if more people have been coming, and we expect progress uh, going from where we are now in terms of viewership, in terms of attending. You're warmly welcome. If you come, you're warmly welcome. If you don't come, we have so far been talking about how YouTube works, and we are so excited to talk about the working of YouTube, and so excited that we are doing live stream, which is a very new approach we have adopted in addition to all the conventional approaches in creating videos as a content creator. And I'm excited this work in progress. Therefore, in a bid to kickstart the process, I decided to do more, do no more, no less than talking about YouTube infrastructure. And on a daily basis, and also going forward, I'll be repeating some of the things I've already mentioned, given not many people have been attending, which means they potentially could be losing out on some of the fantastic things we have been talking about. And YouTube as a platform for me has been a fantastic way to experience life in a different way, and it's quite exciting. It's a fantastic platform, a door opener to many who are seeking to find voices, and they do on this channel, and therefore more people are now accessing to use the platform. More people are accessing also to create contents, and also there are artists, there are entrepreneurs, there are people who come to look for work. And if you check on the links or involved in work, which I haven't actually clicked to open any of the link on work, there is work which you can look for work on YouTube and you can be employed. Therefore, in my opinion, it's a case of going forward and checking what work might or might not be there. Let me just check and change the background. This is dream. This is glamour. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about. We are live. We are live, and welcome to the live chat here in the UK in London. And I'm so grateful so many different people come. And today we will be looking about we will looking at how YouTube works. This has been what we have been looking for ever since. We have been talking about them in different ways, in the more as creatively as we possibly can. And if you are good enough to visit, then you will meet us. We are here, and this is new as an approach. And we are talking about how creators operate on the platform, and I believe creators are extremely important. It's culture and trending. You know, if you think something is trending, if something is cultural, leave a comment below. What do you think it is? And the way people behave, the way they live, what they believe, values, their approaches. This is generally this is what culture is, but for YouTube, the culture is specified, which is no different or actually not significantly different from anything you know as of systems of organization. You will always know one thing or another, and we will also talk about blog. And if you are lucky enough one day and having time to discover to read about blogging on YouTube is quite exciting. And these are the timeline of I'm talking about what we are going to talk about today. Talk about YouTube. What in the process of talking about YouTube, how YouTube works. Particularly most interested in the community guidelines, which I feel is extremely important in the way this platform operates. And thank you so much. So we find people who experiment. We are learners. As a species, we are learners. We are explorers. We do technology. We do different things. We do work in different ways. We celebrate life in different ways. We are designers. We like sports. We do different things, and this is a reflection of our culture and activity. Our food and all sorts of things we do. So we talk about the mission of YouTube, which is to give everyone a voice. If you are given a voice, leave a comment below. If you are been working on YouTube, you are been participating on YouTube. If you are being given a voice, leave a comment below. Let me know. And also they believe that everyone deserves to have a voice, and that the world is a better place when we listen and share and build community through our stories. And if you have a story, leave a comment below. Let me know if you have a story to tell, and I would go on to propose that a story is something about your life, is about your experience, is about your desires, it's about information, it's about how you understand, how you're learning. You see how you pray, how you play, how you work, how you do entertainment, how you, I think I said pray also, and how you give, how you receive, how you work, and how you help people who need help. I think these are the essence of human story, understanding humanity. This is my interpretation of this vision, which YouTube have, and and I believe also the world is a better place when we listen. When was the last time you listened to somebody when they were speaking? Leave a comment below. Let me know if people speak and you listen to them and doing one thing or another. Let me leave a comment below. Let me know what your experience is when you're speaking and somebody is listening, and let me know what you feel if you tell a story, if you share something with family, with friends, and with strangers, also sharing and in the process building community. If you think about families, you think about community, you think about society, you think about people, you think about our culture and our lives, what we value, why we respect ourselves, why we respect other people. I've been talking about cultural economy on this program, how we value, how we prioritize, how we contribute in our society. So my interpreting this vision is in relation to my experience and also my beliefs, and also what I've been saying all along. on this platform, leave a comment below. Let me think, if you build communities, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to give to the poor? Are you trying to feed people who cannot feed themselves? Are you working in the social sector, in the commercial sector? Are you contributing to the global security, local security, national security? Are you in the military? Are you in the police? Because that is actually how to build community. And this is a thorough, and I think a very vibrant, if there's anything like that, a concept, an idea. So through our stories, see how we use stories to build our worlds, and also to produce visions for the world, and also for our future, and also for our societies, how we process information, how we exchange ideas, how we move forward or we move backward, how we regard the law or create a society around policies, legal infrastructuring, security, technology, engineering. The list is endless in terms of our stories as a species, as humanity, and also we are talking about YouTube, and we're talking about blog. What do you understand about blog? And that's the kind of thing I will be talking about going forward. Blogging in the YouTube platform, how YouTube works, and we talk about jobs. If you work for a living, you don't work for a living. Talk about work, jobs. Jobs is a type of work, working infrastructure. It's what the task you're given as a worker, as a custom or a working system. So you talk about YouTube culture and trends. You talk about entertainment, for example, fashion. You talk about designs. What is trending? Our lifestyle, what we like to eat, what we like to learn, our entertainment, our stories. These are all cultural artifacts, cultural estate, cultural infrastructure, and how it trends with what taste we may or may not have as societies. What we understand, our, I think the light which shines on our dark places, and also otherwise our behaviors, whether they are good or evil, the dark places that we visit through stories, through experience, and also our hopes, our dreams. Where are we going with what we have now? Then we begin to use what we have. So it's something called NFL Sunday ticket. I think this is about entertainment, getting ticket to get entertainment in one place or another. Because on this platform there are also movies, I think. You talk about basic products, YouTube Kids, YouTube Music, YouTube Original, Podcast, Premium, Select, YouTube Studio, YouTube TV. We have television, we have studios, we have Select, Premium, we have Podcast. The list is endless. This is media product for different tastes, for different needs, for different necessities, for business developers, advertising, for creators for kids, research, service directory, artists, creators, next up, VR. These are actually listing. These are links you can click to find out what is happening to YouTube commitments for creators for change. If we do something, if we acquire knowledge, if we implement our information and knowledge, we achieve change. What kind of change would you like to achieve in your life or in the life of your family and your community? And YouTube is committed to creators for change, and also SCAI match, a social impact. Thank you so much. And we are about YouTube as well, policies and safety. Policy and safety is something going forward. I will be paying more attention to look at what policy and what safety processes YouTube as copyright. Copyright is extremely important if you're a content creator, because you need to really guide against other people's products. So brand guidelines. If you have a brand, what are the guidelines for branding and also your product? And some content creators are brands in their own right, but they can also create products and services which are branded. There are guidelines for this on the YouTube privacy, which is something we are familiar with. We all need our spaces, and there are rules based on laws, which YouTube also create. There are terms of service. These are contracts and other aspects of the service usage and participation. Also, thank you so much for coming. Let us look at in fair details how YouTube work, and we have actually seen this previously, managing harmful content and how YouTube manage harmful content, and also standing up to it, how they protect the community from hate and harassment, fighting misinformation, and also how to combat and fight and combat misinformation, curbing extremist content. Leave a comment below if you know what extremism is. I suffer with that content concept all the time. Prevention of radicalization. So you talk about supporting political integrity. What is political integrity? Supporting civic engagement. You talk about civic engagement. You talk about election integrity. These are some of the things which YouTube channel care about, which they are supporting and partnering with researchers. If you do research and YouTube channel partner with someone, you partner with researchers, how they do that. And also to talk about misinformation, curbing extremist content, how to prevent radicalization. So fostering youth safety. Talk about safety, help keeping children and teenagers are protected on the platform, and protecting user data, and how the YouTube maintain user privacy, and safeguarding copyright and protecting copyright content, and also sharing revenue, how this is done, money is made on the platform. And so we have a lot to work with, and we have future products, YouTube search, how our search tool can help find content that you will love. And as there are some content you might not love, which YouTube will not help. If you something you will love, then they will actually help you to search that out. They find out. We will also find out, because I believe there will be information, recommended videos, and how they recommend videos. If you post videos on the platform, the YouTube will be in a position to recommend these videos to people who would be accessing the content, and these are actually content YouTube believe you as a viewer, if they think you will want to watch. I mean, if you want to watch a video, leave a comment below what makes you want to watch a particular video or another one. YouTube, the product which features in these sort of needs, recommending content that they think you will want to watch. I think they have a way of an experience. These are very useful tools as products for users, and also news and information. News and information is a very central part of any infrastructure. YouTube is also there. I will provide context for your search results and videos. So you talk about search results, you talk about news and information, you talk about in providing context for your search results, And leave a comment below if you know what search results are. Looking at how you behave on online, and your search, what you look for, and also news, information, and there are context provision. What is providing context for search results? So if you search, if you search for videos and also content, and the YouTube will provide context for your behavior, and in the process of providing news and information. I think that's what they really mean. Beyond reading, you would probably only guess. So I'm just looking at the link and the synopsis of the elements of what products, features YouTube provide health information, providing context also for health queries. If you make queries, the YouTube will provide context, and not only that, they will show how they do that. So monetization for creators, this is money. How creators earn money on YouTube. Uh, News and information, we already spoken about that, and so on and so forth. So we have setting for privacy controls, how we protect your information, and what you can do to control your privacy. These are some of the useful things. Settings in how they set for advertising, how the advertising works, and how to customize your ad experience. Talk about ad experience, parental controls, how you can create a family-friendly experience. Talk about family-friendly experience. Autoplay, how autoplay works, and how to turn it off. And you have control over your life and how you behave on the platform. So you have also rules and policies. This is what I will going forward be more interested in: rules and policies, policy overview, how the rules work, how the rules and policies help keep the platform safe. We talk about safety, talk about rules, talk about safety, also community guidelines, and how we define what we do and what don't allow on YouTube. There are things YouTube does, and there are things they don't allow, and they give definition so that people understand what they are allowed to do, what is allowed to do, what is done, and what is not allowed to do. And these are community guidelines. And pay attention to this copyright, how we have creators responsibly manage their content. Talk about responsibilities. We talk about content creation, talk about the help available and how it is done. And we talk about responsible, talk about management, you talk about responsibility, talk about content. So talk about monetization policies. There are policies how creators can monetize their content as part of the YouTube partner program. So monetization is part of YouTube partnership program. So that also say that if you become a partner on the program, uh, then there are other benefits beyond monetization. So monetization speaks for itself. Legal removal, how we approach content that violates local laws. Talk about local laws in the United Kingdom, America, in other parts of the world. These are statutory obligations, I would think, which is if you do something outside YouTube, which you did nothing to do to violate YouTube. You talk about government, the government rules and obligations in relation to operating on the YouTube channel. This happens when you disobey certain laws, and it's called legal removal. So these are some of the things YouTube does. which YouTube does, and you see progress and impact. Progress on managing harmful content. Harmful content is a matter of sensitivity uh, to the platform, how the enforce policies on harmful content by members, by numbers. It's in research, analytics, statistics. Leave a comment below. Let me know our impact, our creative entrepreneurs are transforming their lives and communities. And you talk about gaining skills as a creator, because I'm a content creator, so I can speak for myself. I've experienced this. This is very valuable. We are giving having impact on our lives, on the lives of other people. What we say, people responding and also thanking us for what we say. The YouTube infrastructure giving us voices, which we are either happy or maybe we are not very happy, but I expect people to be grateful if something good is happening the way it is. And the more I go through this platform, the more I appreciate what we have in the form of YouTube. YouTube is an indication of resources we have around us. With the advent of the internet, online systems, digitization of the economy and of society, also this is a time of excitement we live. We can now be independent to the extent that we are. Nothing is perfect, and YouTube is not perfect. Uh, this is my opinion. Maybe YouTube is perfect. Leave a comment below. They haven't talked about perfection or whatever. And so we talked about the commitment of YouTube. I'll start with YouTube's commitment, what their commitment is. So it's in line with how YouTube works. So we already said, and we also say that every day millions of people come to YouTube as an infrastructure. They come to be informed. Their purpose is to be informed, inspired, or just to have fun. People have come to have fun, people are looking for inspiration. Have you ever been inspired coming to YouTube channel? Have you been having fun? Leave a comment below. If my content has been giving you a lot of fun, leave a comment. If you have been inspired by the content I've been creating, leave a comment below. Also, if you have been informed by anything I have said in my video, let me know. So information is really important. Inspiration is even either more or equally important, or just leave a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And having fun is indeed, the crop of the cream. I mean, if you live your life and you don't have fun, then there is something wrong with something somewhere. So over time, questions have come up about how YouTube works. So this has created. This is the story about, people have been. So how do you work? How do you work YouTube? How in the world do you operate? And we have created this. The reason they created this site to provide some answers. So this site is created because people were asking questions. How do you operate? People coming to be informed, people coming to be inspired, or to have fun, or do whatever they want to do. But these are the highlight of what happened in this platform. Let me just look for there's something called Beam. Leave a comment below if you like Beam. If you don't like a Beam, leave a comment below. We'll talk about live chat. You are warmly welcome to do chat with us. And we have been very quiet, and either for better or for worse, but one or the other, we are doing well. We are engaging with ourselves, and that is so good. Thank you so much. So we explain what we are doing. They explain what they're doing. to foster a responsible platform. So we talk about fostering a responsible platform. So responsibility is extremely important for YouTube, because they talk about a lot about a responsible platform, and these are actually these are for users, creators, and artists, um, and who make up the community can rely on. So you talk about reliance. You create a responsible platform for reliance so that the people who use the system can rely on not only YouTube but on the system itself. So it's a responsible platform, and people rely on this platform, and these people are actually users, and creators and artists, who make up the community. We talk about community of YouTube, you think about users. Talk about community, you think of people who are creators. You talk about artists, and also I would always say others. And there's a lot of creativity going around, a lot of artistic work, artistry, and it goes without saying that YouTube is intended to be a place of fun, of excitement, of inspiration, and also of a place of information. Leave a comment below if that is your experience with this platform, if you are being inspired, if you are being having fun, if you are being informed, if you rely on the platform, if you are a responsible person participating on a responsible a platform which is responsible, leave a comment below, let me know. So they talk about their commitments, and also talk about this discovering what YouTube is doing on the community, for the community. What is YouTube doing for you? Let me know your experience, or what, if you understand what community means, what is community, and what is YouTube's commitment. You see, their commitment is to their community, and to the platform which are there to serve community. Is also to enhance, to provide excellence, in terms of trying to keep the place safe. So the first thing they talk about is actually making YouTube safer. Talk about safety, and talk about security. What is safety? What is security? Comment below, let me know. Managing harmful content. What is management? Let me know. Just look for the factors of interest and put them together, and put them in perspective, in focus, and then design strategies and tasks, and what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve, that is something to do with managing harmful content, and at the heart of their approach as YouTubers, the way they approach things. This approach are the 4 R's. The 4 R's is to remove content which violates the policies. You talk about policy, you talk about violations of policies, you talk about the consequences of violating policies is removal. This is just one of the things you experience as a consequence of violating YouTube policies, using your content in the process, using your content in the process of which on YouTube you violate their policies. And when you do violate policies, you are removed. Sure, if you want to stay on YouTube, and this is the logic, is safety and also security. And that's their commitment, policy commitment. You talk about harmful things, you talk about reduction, talk about spreading of harmful information and borderline material. Borderline material, material which does not really offend rules, it doesn't necessarily spread harmful misinformation, but they are borderline. This will be reduced. Leave a comment below how you think YouTube is going to do a reduction of harmful misinformation or borderline materials infringing certain rules, in the process creating harm in terms of producing misinformation. That is the second error. The third error is raise up authoritative sources for news and information and reward trusted creators. Stay tuned, continue watching. Managing harmful content, curbing extremist content, fostering youth safety, preventing bias, standing up to aid, sharing revenue, protecting data. Talk about security, safeguarding copyright, protecting digital welfare, well-being. Talk about security, secure site, fighting misinformation, supporting political integrity. So talk about their policy. Talk about their products and policies. So YouTube, it is their desire for you to have the best possible experience when you're using YouTube. That's their desire. That's what YouTube wants. YouTube wants you to have the best possible experience while you are using YouTube. So their product helps you find what you are looking for and stay in control of what you see. It's about providing opportunity, providing a space, providing the product and services you're looking for. You look for something, it means you want it. So that is what they do. And you remain in control of your behavior. They allow that. They facilitate that. And also, their policy explain what you can and cannot do while you are here on this plate, so that everyone plays by the same rules. Justice is fairness. So there are do's and don'ts. There are carrots and sticks, opportunities and also the cost. Benefit and cost, opportunity and threats, if you like. So you can read, always do a lot of reading to find out how the products and policies work. And that's why I'm talking about it. Because I think it's a good idea. If you want to know something, you have to understand it properly. You study, do a study, you read it. I mean, it's an opportunity to read, really, because it's a site. You do a lot of reading. There are maybe some videos you can watch. It's about learning. So, product features, YouTube search, recommended videos, news and information monetization for creators, YouTube Live. These are some of the product features, setting, user setting, privacy, control, ad settings, parental controls, autoplay, rules and policies, policy overview, community guidelines, copyright, monetization policy, legal removals. Removal is a nightmare. And if you are removed, you may not be reinstated. There's a risk, a real risk. Talk about commitments. So let's talk about commitments. We look at we look at the overview. Let's look at how they manage harmful content. If we are lucky, so we talk about our commitments. How does YouTube manage harmful content? I think they focus on certain conduct and they catch certain conduct. So what is YouTube? It's an open video platform where anyone can upload a video and share it with the world. So this is an open video platform. That's what YouTube is. Leave a comment below if you know what open platform, open video platform. Anyone can upload a video, anyone can share it with the world. So you create, I don't know, maybe you create it or you don't create it, but you can upload a video. You can upload a video and share it with the world. Talk about uploading a video and sharing the video with the world. So when was the last time you uploaded a video on the YouTube? So leave a comment below. If you have uploaded a video, also let me know what the meaning of open platform. I would think if something is a platform and that thing is open, then it is free. Anyone is allowed. I actually said it there. Anyone can upload a video. You can actually upload a video and share it well. Anyone. That's what open means. So they have actually said it there is that anyone can do almost anything they want, provided you comply, you understand, you play by the rule. You can pretty much do anything you like. This is what life is about. And freedom is always with a caveat. You can do anything you like in the world, as long as you play by the rule. A sense of equality. The platform is equal playing platform, an equal playing platform. So there's a mantra also: remove, reduce, raise. The 4 R's are there. We spoke about it. We talk about content management. It's called harmful content. It's called management of harmful content. So you are there accessing an open video platform. Remember, it's a video platform, which means YouTube is a platform for video. You can upload something else if you want. But if you're going to upload anything and share anything, you're going to upload video. There's a platform for it. It's open for everybody. Everyone, anyone, can come anytime, anyhow, and that's what I've been doing 24/7. It is open. I've never woken up in a day and somebody has said to me, "Oh, today YouTube is closed." It doesn't mean it doesn't close. It probably does close, and I haven't actually found out about it. And that's probably not the meaning of open, but it is the meaning of open also, because it is free. And also the meaning of freedom is that you can come in and out unrestricted, unless the rules says you should not do everything. There are certain things you should not, you will not be able to do. Then the concept of openness will be revisited and applied in the real world, which is what rules represent concepts, values, beliefs, And in the ideal world, but also it moderates itself for example, the concept of openness being moderated to be applicable in the real world. There are things you can do, there are things you cannot do, there are caveats. With this openness come incredible opportunities. So this is the material I'm reading from the platform. It's already something I already said. Opportunity is extremely important, as well as challenges. So where there are opportunities, there are challenges. You're going forward, there are opposition. There are propositions, there are opposition as well. And life without challenge is fake. YouTube is a real, operates in the real world, therefore. It provides opportunity and challenges, which is why they always are working to balance creative expression with their responsibility to protect the community from harmful content. So you see, it's a balancing act. People express themselves freely, but it's also a responsibility to protect the community. Talk about protection. Because you see, the problem is the harmful content which are evident to be present in the community. So that is the problem. The problem is actually harm, the tendency to creating harm, and creating harm to content posted, content uploaded, and content shared, which are harmful. And this is the problem. See, the problem in the face of opportunity, in as much as there is opportunity, there is an obstacle of harm, and therefore YouTube as an infrastructure is providing a solution to that, and this solution is policy-based. So you protection is a solution, it's a step, it's a task they take, it's a challenge they set for themselves to protect the community from harmful content. So at the heart of their approach are the 4 horrors. We already spoken about this. This is an approach specific or specifically underlying YouTube platform infrastructure. They remove content violating policies as quickly as possible. So talk about removal. Removal is really a drastic step, but also reduction of spread of harmful misinformation. So we talk about harmful misinformation being reduced. And content that brushes up against the policy lines. So borderline materials brushes up against their policy lines. So also raising up authoritative sources when people are looking for news and information, and rewarding trusted eligible creators and artists. Something we already mentioned previously, going into detail. So the 4 R's: remove, reduce, raise, reward. So how does YouTube remove harmful content? The commitment to responsibly start it says our commitment to responsibly start with our community guidelines. Everything surrounding responsibility, everything to do with removal. Talk about removal. The first R, which is removal, which is part of YouTube commitment. Commitment to their responsibility. Responsibility to remove, starting with the community guidelines. So community guidelines is the starting point when YouTube is implementing its policy to remove. If you're a user, if you're a content creator, somebody came and left. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you also for leaving. We are live in London, the United Kingdom. Welcome to my live chat, YouTube live chat. So we'll talk about community guidelines, which is the primary starting point. Is not the only tool YouTube uses. These policies are designed to ensure that our community stays protected. Talk about protection. The purpose of the community policies, the policies are involving community guidelines on YouTube, is designed to ensure the community is protected, stays protected. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think about this. So they set out what is allowed and not allowed on YouTube, apply to all types of content on the platform, including videos, comments, links, and thumbnails. These are the key content infrastructure. We talk about YouTube, you talk about comments. When I say leave a comment below, these are actually the type of content which YouTube set out what is allowed. There are some content, there are some videos, there are some links, there are some thumbnails. Leave a comment below if you know thumbnails, which are allowed on the YouTube platform. There are others which are not allowed. So they set out what is allowed. So they just show what is allowed and what is not allowed on YouTube, and apply all types of content. We talk about YouTube, we talk about content. All types of content on the platform. The types allowed, the types are not allowed. The contents, including videos, comments, links, and thumbnails. This is a YouTube system in terms of rules and compliance, and also in terms of support and guidelines, which is to help, but also to reward and also to punish people who do wrong thing. All their policies over cover areas such as hate speech, harassment, child safety, and violent extremism, among others. So the fundamentals of policy, the essence, the core of YouTube policies is to cover areas such as hate speech. And if you know hate speech, and I don't know what hate speech is. If you say you don't like a black man and you are not a black person, that is a hate speech, and it is palpable. But if you are a white person saying you hate black people, that is hate speech. Now, you say do anything which suggests that something is wrong with black people and you're a white person, and vice versa, if you're a black person saying something to indicate you don't really like white people, that is a type of an example of hate crime or on the basis of race, and also other elements. If you like tall people, I don't know if tall and short people are covered in the law. I don't think they are covered. If you're a short person and somebody tall is discriminating against you, I'm not sure that is a form of hatred, but it could be treated maybe at law as a type of discrimination, but on the basis of prejudice. I don't know if it is a form type of hatred. I think hatred is a specific concept. Maybe it is hatred. I mean, you can go around to making certain things, you like, I don't know, just leave a comment below. Let me know. But hate speech is number one. Harassment. Uh, um, I don't know what harassment is. Leave a comment below. What is harassment? I mean, if you annoying somebody, you make somebody feel uncomfortable. I mean, if you are made to feel uncomfortable, what is it? I don't really know that much. Leave a comment below. Let me know. If you have ever experienced harassment. Child safety. What is the meaning of child safety? If you are 13 years, if you are maybe a young person accessing YouTube, you should be safe. And violent extremism. There are two factors: extremism, and the extremism should be violent. What does that mean? Is it emotional violent, linguistic violent, visual violence, audio. What kind of violence is it? Physical violence? I mean, if you're on a YouTube, what kind of violence would you exercise if you're on a YouTube platform and you're actually uploading videos? You are actually making comments. It should be something you say which is violent, which is extremist. Also, maybe you say something and it could lead to physical extremist violent situation, and among others. Among others means there are other also which are not really exhausted. So my opinion would be, if you are to access this space, do your level best to be good to yourself and be good to other people, because rules will always be rules. So each of their policies are developed in partnership with a wide range of external industry and policy experts. You talk about YouTube, the way they develop their policies, they develop it in partnership with the range of external industry and policy experts. You talk about industries, you talk about policy experts, as well as YouTube creators, like ourselves, because we create, I don't know, content creators and YouTube creators. I don't know if there's a difference. There are content creators, there are YouTube creators. People who create YouTube, people who create content are different. People who create YouTube are also involved in the policy creation. So we talk about developing a policy being developed in the first instance, is also developed in partnership with other people externally, within the industry. There are expertise, there are policy experts, and also YouTube people who create YouTube, and also they systematically review their policies to make sure that they are current. Talk about review, policy review, and this what they do. They create policy, they develop them, and with partners, YouTube partners within the industry, industrial partners, and also policy experts, as well as the YouTube creators who, within a framework of working systematized way, in a systematized way, they review policies to make sure that they are current. So the currency of policies, there are examples including the major updates of the hate speech and harassment policies in 2019. Talk about hate speech being updated, in what way, at the time. So also the COVID-19 medical misinformation policy, which has evolved throughout the course of the pandemic. So review, policy review also, you look at that, because there are changes being made and you pay attention. So we remove, this is what they do. They remove the content which violates policies as quickly as possible. So the pace is really impressive. And good if you are compliant, terrible if you are non-compliant. So probably if you are to receive any thing resembling advice, be compliant as much as you can. You cannot comply with something you don't really know. So compliance is consistent with knowledge. So knowledge, let's say, Dawn. I like Dawn. Let us do with Dawn and see what Dawn brings. And, leave a comment below if you like Dawn. As a background, let's talk about the background and also the enhancement, if it is enhancement at all. So you talk about you talk about removal and compliance, and you talk about these things, and and mm, so they are very prompt and they are very strict, and using combination of people and machine learning. So talk about people learning, talk about machine learning to detect potentially problematic content. So we talk about detective work, human resources, machine learning resources, artificial intelligence comes to mind to detect uh, problematic content. If I mean, if you upload a content which contrary to the rule of the space, you are a problem. Your content is a problem. You may not be a problem yourself, but if you're responsible for that content, then you probably will be associated with your content by this the process. They report it directly to YouTube. Sure, we also go at great lengths to make sure that content which uh, violates the policies isn't widely viewed or even viewed at all before it is removed. So there is they go to great lengths to make sure that content that violates policies isn't widely viewed or even viewed at all before it is removed. So that is an added problem if you are restricted from viewing. If YouTube has the capacity to restrict viewership of your content, the content, which means even if they don't remove your content, the they may not remove your content, but if they feel your content is actually either maybe on the borderline of actually offending, then they will do everything in their power to make sure uh, contents aren't viewed widely. They may even prevent it from being viewed at all. So if your content is not being viewed, it's possible that it's some problem. YouTube might be having a problem with it, although that's not what they're saying here. They're saying offending uh, offending contents pending removal. Talk about removal. So automated flagging system as detect and review content even before it is seen by our community. So you talk about flagging system, they're automated. There's a problem, they are if they're detected and they are reviewed, and these contents are reviewed even before it is seen by the community, before it is viewed. So there are potentially there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things happening with contents, which we may need to understand, because sometimes if you post your video and your video appears not to be viewed, probably YouTube has blocked it completely or partially, and probably you are doing something they don't like. If you know, it depends on the program they have set. If they set one program or another, perhaps there are certain programs they don't really like for some reason. It's a suspicious content. You This is my opinion. You can post a suspicious content, and it may not be viewed because the automated flagging system may report that. May detect it as being a problem. They may not actually know exactly what the problem is, but the automated flagging system will help the organization detect and review content even before it is seen by the community, which means they are blocked before they are seen by the community. So there is a preempting of certain content, suspicious content perhaps, but also actually offending, potentially offending. People talk about potential offense. You talk about content which haven't necessarily been discovered to have offended. They provide a type of sensitivity to the system which make them act in a certain way, or also profile certain content creators because of the way their content might look. So certain content creators may be, maybe I wouldn't say flagged, but I say they can provide a certain types of red lights or certain type of lights which is a warning light in relation to certain content creators being profiled because of certain things they say, which YouTube might feel is really close to violating policy. And in practice, there is a probable possibility that there are YouTubers, content creators who are being preemptively prevented, even if their content do not offend. This is a possibility because if you are a YouTube creator or owner of YouTube, you don't want to take too many risks. So, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And once such content is identified, human content reviewers evaluate whether it violates our policies. This is a statement. So this is the process. If it does, we remove the content and use it to train our machines for better coverage. Global artificial intelligence machine for better coverage in the future. So the police, the machine are becoming more and more intelligent. They learn through example of bad content creators, content reviewers, evaluation mechanism, and if such content violates policies following identification, policy reviews and evaluations, then if it is removed, the content, then it is used to train machines for better coverage in the future, which is a form of performance-related credit or merit. So the content reviewers also protect content that has a clear educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purpose. It's so if you are your content is also reviewed. But the reviewers also protect content that has a clear educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic purpose. So if you are educational, if you are a documentary material, if you are scientific material or artistic, you are an editor as of purpose in terms of content, then the reviewers also protect such contents. They are probably given more leverage in terms of removal. And so talk about resources. You can learn more about the efforts that support YouTube remove principle. You can read YouTube community guidelines. You can learn more about how we tweet extra content on YouTube, learn more about quarterly content removals in our community guideline effort report. There are related articles standing up to 8. Read more. Fighting misinformation. Read more. Community guideline. Read more. And also we talk about YouTube products for business and for creators, for our commitments about blog, YouTube works, how YouTube works, jobs, press, YouTube culture, and trends, NFL Sunday ticket products, YouTube Kids, YouTube Music, YouTube Original, YouTube Podcast, YouTube Premium, YouTube Select, YouTube Studio, YouTube TV for business, YouTube developers, YouTube advertising, for creators, creating for YouTube Kids, creator research, creator services directory, YouTube artists, YouTube creators, YouTube next up, YouTube VR, our commitments creators for change, CSAI, artificial intelligence match, social impact. Thank you for coming today, and we'll see you on Sunday. Tomorrow we are free. We're going to shut up for Sunday. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye-bye.